Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Virginia from I Love the Parties, and today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to do a little bit of a different type of door hanger. So because spring is coming, which is why I've got my little spring necklace and everything, I wanted to do something different than my regular door wreath that I normally put. You know, and I kind of change throughout the seasons. However, the other day I was at Dollar Tree and I happened to come across this cute little bucket. It's super cute, so I'll show you guys here and I'll show you some close-ups. It's not big at all, truly, and I saw a couple of other flowers they had there, but I just wasn't really a fan of the flowers because I wanted something really pretty and fluffy. So what I did was I bought this little tin bucket, and I also bought two of these little styrofoam. They have like the regular square ones, but I actually didn't want to use those. I wanted to use these circular ones just because I felt like these would probably fit better in here. I did hot glue these to the bottom of this. And I do have a confession. I actually posted on my Instagram, and if you guys don't follow me, be sure to do so. I have my links down below. I posted earlier this week that I was having a huge fail, and my fail was I recorded this video already, which is why this is already glued in here. My flowers are already cut. But I had a huge fail. My camera, I completely forgot it stops after 20 minutes and I got distracted. My husband called me, I picked up the phone. I didn't realize I only had 5 minutes left. So I kept going. So guess what I did? I posted it on Instagram and I asked you guys if y'all still wanted to see it. I got a couple of y'all that actually said yes, so thank you for those of you that did want me to go ahead and do the door hanger. So what I did is I basically just pulled it apart just so I can kind of start it over. And in case you guys don't know, it's really hard for me to record videos during the day because I do work a day job. And so by the time I get home at about 5:30 or 6, I don't have very much light. But that day that I got home, I had some great lighting. So I decided to go ahead and start recording my video. But like I said, that was a fail. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. This is a super easy to do door hanger. These are just things that you can grab at the Dollar Tree. You don't even have to use the same type of bucket. You just have to be careful because this one I liked it because it's pretty flat. So it's not super like circular. And if you do something that's more circular, it's gonna kind of stick out of off your doors, and you don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. What I did was I actually had my husband poke some holes in here, and I don't know if you guys can see that. He poked 2 holes on each side of the bucket. Now here's the trick. If you're using something like this that's kind of narrow, you want to make sure you put your holes a little bit more towards the back, because if you put them to the front, when you hang your door hanger, it's going to be kind of sticking up, like kind of leaning forward. So you don't want to do that. So make sure you stick your holes, like there's a line on the sides of these buckets, so just stick your little hole, drill a hole actually, on the side closest to the back of the bucket. That way when it hangs a little bit better. I told you guys I glued 2 of the styrofoams in here. I have some string. I actually got some really pretty pink ribbon too that I'm probably gonna put on here eventually, but I'll figure that out later. I'm just kind of really going with the flow on this. So I got this string. I actually got this at Dollar Tree. But you can always do regular fancy cute ribbon. The only reason I don't want to do it is because I know in April here in Dallas it rains pretty bad. So in case if I were to put some cute white ribbon, I don't want it to get all ugly and nasty. So I just rather use this type of ribbon. And so then what I did splurge a little bit more on my flowers. Like I said, I saw some flowers, some really cute flowers at Dollar Tree, but it just really wasn't my style and what I was looking for. So what I did was I went to Hobby Lobby. I love their faux flowers. So I got these flowers. These were $9.99, but they were 50% off. You guys can always check back with them. Even Michael's and Joann's, they always have specials on their faux flowers. So just whenever you guys find any cheap ones, you can grab them there. So I got 2 of these. This one, because I told you I had already done this wreath, the store hanger before. I got 2 of these, but really I only needed 1. So I just left that there so you guys can see that. But I mean, 1 little bouquet was like enough of the pink. And then I bought some really pretty lavender hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas. I actually had hydrangeas at my wedding, but mine were white, they weren't purple. And so I cut a lot of these up, and basically all you're gonna do is you're gonna put your styrofoam in your bucket. This is gonna be the front, so I'm gonna turn it to me. Oh, and then also I bought some of this onion grass, but I really don't know if I want to stick this in there because it's kind of weird. When I got this, I thought it was just one whole piece, and it's called onion grass. I got this at Dollar Tree. My plan was to stick the whole thing in there and just take off these little flowers because these come off and I'm just not a fan of these. They're not really that cute. And so what I was going to do was I was going to stick these on the ends of the buckets just to kind of give it a little cute look with this little onion grass, as it's called. But I don't know if I'm going to use these just because it's really weird. Like, see, this right here is a little strand of it and it comes off. So they're really loose. See, they're falling apart. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna take my little hydrangeas. I love these, so I'm gonna make sure these go in the very front, because I think hydrangeas always look pretty when they're just set lower on flower arrangements. And keep in mind, guys, I am not a flower expert, so I don't know how to arrange flowers and whatnot. I do what I can, but I'm not a pro. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these in here, and just so I can arrange this to make it look cute. I don't want my flowers to stick out too much, because then in the back what I'm going to do, let me show you guys. See, I just stuck those in there like this. Then in the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some of these bigger roses just kind of throughout the arrangement. And you really don't want to care too much about filling the whole thing up, unless, and this is another idea, unless you're going to use this as like a table centerpiece, like maybe for your dining table, which I think I probably will do that, just to kind of have things match around. Unless you're going to do like a centerpiece type of arrangement with these, then it doesn't really matter. I would rather it be like super fluffy in the front, because you're going to stick these in front of your door, and when you have people come up, you want them to see, the pretty flowers, and the back of it's not going to show at all. So all I'm doing is I am sticking these in here. Like this. And the good thing about faux flowers is if you don't like the way they're standing, you just move them around and bend them over so they'll look cute. So that's basically all I'm doing, is just adding my little flowers throughout the bucket. See, guys, I told you it was super duper easy. I was just so upset because I really wanted to try to post this video throughout the week, but that was a fail. Anyway, so here are my flowers, and there. So these are my flowers. I have an extra of the hydrangea, but I'm gonna leave that one out. So here it is. This is it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your string. So I'm just going to do this, run my string through it. Originally, my idea was to put something like this around it, so that way it can have like a pretty ribbon on it. But the reason I'm not gonna do this is because if you don't have a peephole on your front door, then do it. It's worth it because it looks really cute. But I have a peephole on my front door, so I know I want my door to look cute, but I really want to also see who's coming up to my door. So I don't want to block that. I'm not going to be able to do this unless I would have been able to have fit this through my little holes, but I can't because this is really thick ribbon, and I think it would look really cute if it's thick ribbon, you know, but I can't do that. So I'm not going to do that. The only thing I'm going to do is this. I think what I might do is I might make a bow and see somehow if I can glue it onto the string here while it's hanging, but I don't know yet. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut my string. What are my scissors? So I'm going to cut my string, just kind of like whatever for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go measure this on my door to see how big I need it to be. Because like I said, I needed to be able to show my my peephole, so I don't want to put this up too high either. Because I want to be able to show my flowers, but I also want my peephole to show. So anyway, so that's it. Let me just measure this out and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I had a bit of a trial and error moment when I went to go measure my wreath, or my hanger, my door hanger to the front door, which it's about this much I'm gonna hang from it. So even though I did the holes on the back, yeah, it's still falling forward, and that's because my flowers are a little bit fluffier and like heavier on the front, so it's falling forward. But I have a solution. What I did is I actually have some, don't ask me why, but I have some rocks from Dollar Tree. I bought these rocks a while back. So I had them in a bag, you'll see here. Just throw those in the back of my bucket, which is actually a really good idea. Sorry. It's actually a really good idea regardless if your bucket falls forward or not, because if it gets pretty windy in April where you live or whatever, you don't want your bucket moving back and forth, right? So you need to level it down quite a bit. So if you have rocks in your yard, grab those rocks. If you have a small brick or something, stick it on the back of your bucket, so that way it's more leaning towards the back. And if it's windy and everything, you don't have to worry about your bucket, you know, kind of hitting your door and making noise. So that's the solution to that. I've got my little string. I actually hung my bucket to my string, or to my door hanger, and I just basically measured it, and that way I know how much to let it hang. So that's what I did. So let me go hang it up, and then I'm going to show you guys a picture of the door hanger on my front door. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a message. If you guys like this video and you guys want to see more little DIY ideas, again, I don't want to go full force and do like crazy DIYs. I just kind of want to start basic. But if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to send me a message. If you guys want to see anything in particular, let me know. Be sure to subscribe. Please share with your friends and family. Also, make sure you check out my social media below, so that way you guys can be up to date on all of my other stuff that I do. I started doing vlogs for traveling. I like to do ideas for my event planning business, things like that. So make sure you follow me.